when I watch this team play, it's the same thing they did last year. I don't see much difference. It's a bunch of isolation, a bunch of guys, a bunch of clutter. It don't seem like they're cutting much of the time. It just seems like here's the ball, ISO, ISO, ISO. If it doesn't go all good, drive and kick. Here's a guy, drive and kick. There's no spacing really. Karl Anthony Towns, he doesn't look engaged in the offense. I hate this offense. It is hard to watch. I don't care that they are on a 5-game winning streak. I don't care that they just beat the Toronto Raptors. Let me tell you something. This is not winning basketball. This is not sustainable in the playoffs. I want to talk about the New York Knicks. I had a lot of expectations for the New York Knicks. Now, as of this moment, they are on a 5-game winning streak. I got done watching both of their games. The first one was the Pistons game. I think it was around January 15th. And then the most recent game against the Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors are actually a really good team this year. They are, I believe, a top 5 seed in the East. So I was curious, okay, how is this team going to look against a formidable Eastern Conference team? And they beat them pretty handily, which was a bit surprising to say the least. They're the number 2 seed in the East. But Brian, here's my thing, man. I don't like their offense at all. I think
another year in a row.
I think Mike Brown is a fraud.
He had that insanity run in Sacramento that one year.
I think this team. How could I say this? You know who Jalen? So here's what I believe. This team is the offense is Jalen Brunson, ISO ball. This, you know what this reminds me of? The Philadelphia Eagles.
I knew he was about to say that.
The Philadelphia Eagles, bro. Here's why. It doesn't matter what offensive coordinator you bring in. It doesn't matter what offensive-minded coach you bring in. We're going to run Jalen Brunson ball. We're going to run Jalen Hurts ball. You're going to do it this type of way, in this setting, in this environment, with this quarterback, with this point guard. And that's going to be the offense. All that, I want to do this with this player. I want to do this with that player. I want to open up the floor. That's cool. But let's remember who's the guy in charge. And that is Jalen Brunson. That is Jalen Hurts. And when I watch this team play, it's the same thing they did last year. I don't see much difference. It's a bunch of isolation, a bunch of guys, a bunch of clutter. It don't seem like they're cutting much of the time. It just seems like here's the ball, ISO, ISO, ISO. If it doesn't go all good, drive and kick. Here's a guy, drive and kick. There's no spacing really. Karl Anthony Towns, he doesn't look engaged in the offense. I hate this offense. It is hard to watch. I don't care that they are on a 5-game winning streak. I don't care that they just beat the Toronto Raptors. Let me tell you something. This is not winning basketball. This is not sustainable in the playoffs because, one, offensively, you cannot just rely on Jalen Brunson ball hogging the ball for 15 seconds, isolation, trying to get to the mid-range, or he drives and kicks to Mikal Bridges, and he tries to drive 3 dribbles, pull up, or OG Anunoby does the same thing. You can't do that the entire game. Or when Cat gets the ball, he's at the top of the key, trying to drive like he's a damn guard. It just does not work in the playoffs, and I feel like they're doing it again. I feel like at the beginning of the season, it looked like they were trying something new. They were trying to implement a new identity, and I think they struggled at the beginning of the season for a little bit. People was like, what's going on with this offense? Why is it taking a long time? Yada, yada, yada. And then now I see they're like, screw it. Let's resort back to what we know, what we're good at. And this is a problem because you fired Tom Thibodeau because you believe Mike Brown could come in and provide a new identity to this offense. You can generate a lot of better looks for all the other players outside of Jalen Brunson. But it's the same thing, bro. Where's the two-man game with Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns? Where are the pin downs for Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby? Where are the post-ups for Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby? It's none of that. It's iso ball. It's drive and kick and pray that somebody is able to get open or get a shot off, or second chance points off the offensive rebound. Oh, we get the rebound. Somebody's open. A Shamet, a Jordan Clarkson is open for three, and hopefully they hit a three. Like, that's what it is. It's boring basketball. They're the second seed in the East, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think this is a winning formula.
That sounds like a fair assessment to me because, like you said, they got rid of Tom Thibodeau to start doing the same thing he was doing on offense, except they aren't getting played 40 minutes a game anymore. It's just, I don't know. The Knicks just, like you said, that Jalen Brunson ball, that is not winning basketball. I'm sorry. Karl-Anthony Towns, it still doesn't seem like he has a true solidified role in this offense. It just seems like he just kind of used like a, oh, shoot, it's almost time to shoot. Just give it to his cat and see what he can do. And it's just like, nah, that's that. Where is the risk? Where's the sets? Like you said, the pin downs, all of that stuff. We need to see it. And we haven't. I thought Mike Brown was going to be the one to unlock that because we saw what he did in Sacramento with that offense. But it's just not working out thus far with them. And yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at maybe some rotation things need to happen. I think I saw on Twitter someone said they started taking minutes away from somebody, and all of a sudden they started winning games. So I'm looking at the box score to see who could that possibly be, because they have won 5 games in a row. Not against the greatest competition in the world, but these are still NBA teams at the end of the day. So I want to see who exactly they're talking about, because they beat the Suns. Oh no, that's further back. They beat the Trailblazers, Raptors, Kings, Sixers, Nets. Lost to the Mavs. Then they went on that 5-game win streak. But I don't know, man. They beat the brakes off the Nets. That's embarrassing. But I don't know, man. I'm not super sold on the Knicks either.
No.
Which is a shame, because if anything, this is supposed to be the year to compete and possibly go to the finals. It's still early in the season. We still got a whole another half a season plus the playoffs. But the way it's looking, they look like the same team from last year.
Yeah, and the worst defense, actually. I think they're worse defensively than what they were last year. At least they competed a little bit more last year. This year, dude, Karl-Anthony Towns, bro, like the effort is what I'm concerned about. He has no paint presence. When somebody drives to the paint, they are not afraid of Cat at all that he's going to block the shot. He is just a body. He's like a mannequin right there. There's nothing that he does in the paint at all. He doesn't intimidate nobody. Nobody is scared to not attempt to lay. Like, he's just another guy there. There's literally nothing that he does. He's just standing there. Sometimes he won't even try to crash the glass. It is unbelievable. Like, this guy.
Why is Josh Hart still your best rebounder?
Effort. It's effort at the end of the day. Effort. I don't know, man. This team is it blows my mind. Like, they're still the number 2 seed, but
not by much.
Not by much. And there's so much expectations. They have so much talent, but it's the way that they're winning. It's how they got there that's concerning for me, because at the end of the day, in the playoffs, that record goes out the window. It's about, can you perform or not? And I don't think what we've seen will resort in them going to the NBA Finals unless they fix their offense and they fix their defense, because the defense is another issue. It's being able to prevent guys from getting to the rim consistently. And I don't see that. Even when they had Mitchell Robinson and Cat on the floor, they would have trouble defending the rim. How is that possible? You got 2 bigs, one guy that's supposed to be athletic and it's like over 7 feet. That's your center, and he can't even prevent people from getting to the lane consistently. That makes no sense to me, and that's the problem that I have. Guys are not in rotation consistently enough on defense. They're allowing dudes to go by them. It's just ugly basketball. These are not ethical hoops. This is not ethical hoops to me. Like, it doesn't look good. You could tell when a team isn't all the way bought in to whatever the coach is telling them, and they're still winning because they got so much talent. It's
Wasn't there
unbelievable.
a report that came out not too long ago that said something along those lines that the team isn't really buying into the Mike Brown
I
thing?
think that it might have been the beginning of the season too. I think I
Uh,
saw that. That might have been the beginning of the season. So yeah,
as
yeah,
much talent as they had, they got to figure something out.
absolutely, man. I don't understand it, man. I just don't. I don't. They were trying new stuff at the beginning of the season, and they were crying because because I think Cat talked about something to the realm. They didn't have enough time to learn the new offense. I think that was something that he talked about because I remember a reporter asking him about it. They didn't really have a whole lot of time to really learn the new offense and grasp it and stuff. So because of that, they're not comfortable and they just resorted back to what they know best. I just think, man, like this is
That's ridiculous.
such a waste of
That's
opportunity.
ridiculous.
Such a waste of opportunity.
That is, y'all look professional athletes getting paid all this money, and you telling me, oh, we didn't have enough time to learn. What other things you have to do?
I don't
If
know.
you don't get in the lab and learn, man, come on, man. And it's not like it's football where it's a bunch of X's and O's. You got to count for 21 other players on the field. It's 10 players on the court at all times. What do you mean you don't have enough time to learn the offense? Man, I'm not. That's a bunch of crap.
I don't know.
That's
I
why
don't
people call Cat soft. What kind of an excuse is that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. They're still the number 2 seed for whatever reason.